Alright, let's heal up. We'll have a quick talk about the strategy.
Let's go. The mechanic remains the same. The
Yep.
mobs will always, if they have line of sight on you, they're gonna wreck you to bits. So nothing changes at that level.
So,
Belladonna, Mr. Black.
okay, so Belladonna herself, for most of the fight, is out of the fight. She will stand in one spot where you can't reach her. She's invulnerable, can't touch her. If she does get line of sight on a character, she'll put a massive, great big black glyph down that it goes linear and diagonal, the length of the map.
What does it do?
So if you can start your turn in it, if you end your turn in it, you are dead. It's an instant kill. So you don't want to give her any line of sight. But unless you're doing a special achievement anyway. So that's the only kind of real mechanic you have to worry about her doing while she's essentially invulnerable. So the fight itself comes in 3 phases. So you've got your first phase, kill all your monsters. Second phase is Belladonna, and then once you phase Belladonna, the entire fight just restarts. The only difference is that the monsters will have more damage but less resistances. So, when Belladonna does come down, it's a bit of a pain. When she starts her turn, she will swap with one of your characters and put them on a black glyph and reduce their MP by 100. So you've got to find a way to get that character off. The good thing is she loves summons, and I found carrots are the biggest one she likes.
Really?
Yeah, she loves a good carrot. She's healthy.
I was gonna take that in a different direction and say you've gone too intimate that you know these kind of details about her.
No. Anything like that, we keep in our personal life, mate. The only other thing she really does is she will do a really horrible AP reduction on you. But as long as you can get her down to a threshold, the whole fight starts again. Do the same again, and that's pretty much the fight. So, I suppose, apart from that, we'll very, very quickly just go over the monsters that are in there. So I'll bring up my encyclopedia quickly, just to show everyone. Okay, so Wallopoppy has the ability to move your character into their line of sight. So they will push and just be a little bit annoying.
Can I add something about the Poppy before you go to the stat tulip? He has a scare the AI, which means if he can do his damage from a distance and he is able to achieve that, he will run. So if you present him a summon, he will hit it and then run away. So you can sort of evacuate him from your immediate vicinity by presenting him something to hit.
Then the Statula is the one that I find here is on par the most dangerous.
We won't deal with him because we're playing 4-team this time.
Yeah. So, but what they do is they will transpose one of your characters, and if it happens to be the panda, which is locking everyone,
they push.
They do push. So they can be a bit of a nightmare. The Soldaria, very, very similar effect to the Wallopoppy. They can move your characters out of the line. But apart from that, they don't really think they really have much else to them.
They put you in rooted state from about anywhere in the map. Yeah, that's annoying.
Yeah. The Chameleons will essentially just run, jump, and just whack you. And they can do some serious damage. The Arm will essentially cast Sacrifice again, so damage interception. And every time you hit them, I believe they gain 450 for each line of damage. So you do want to kind of time when
quickly.
when you are going to be hitting them. There is one more effect in this dungeon. Can't remember the name of it though. I'll point it out when we're in the fight. But Belladonna will put a state on one of her monsters every other turn. When that monster is attacked or receives damage, it will swap with the character that causes the damage.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then I believe
It can be countered with gravity.
it can be countered with gravity. But you have to be very, very careful with damage interception because it will transpose you.
Yeah, if the cameliax is sharing damage with the other one and you hit the camel and the other one also gets hit, then you're swapping places. And all of a sudden you thought you were safe in the back of the map and all of a sudden you're exposed and yeah.
Yeah. So when you put when you put
Keep
something when you put something in gravity and you go to hit it, it will still say you're gonna swap with it in this turn. You won't.
It's so annoying.
Yeah, it's a really weird little glitch that they've just never fixed. But I believe if you do hit something, there is another effect with that state, which does end up increasing the damage as well. But I can't quite remember it. I don't know whether you might have that up and available, Malt.
No. I just
so-
want to say, how good is he at 4 in the morning able to tell us exactly what every mob mechanic is and what the boss does and doesn't do? Astonishing. I'm honestly stumped. Thank you very much for that run around about everyone and what they do. I think we're safe to go. If you remember it in the middle of the fight, we can discuss it.
Let's go for it. But I will.
Let's go.
I will point out that effect. Alright, so straight away, I need to get the panda up and ready to tank them all in very, very certain places. So because the arm does attract, I need to give it a target. Otherwise, it's going to pull my panda into Belladonna's line of sight, and I don't want that. But whenever you're ready, Mob.
Swap me with the N if you don't mind, please, so I can have line of sight.
Yeah.
Thank you. And again, just like the previous dungeons, you want to hide or be in line, one cell to the right or left, deal mega damage, return to safety. Yeah. The effect that Mr. Black was talking about, the one that if you hit it, it swaps, looks like a leak bites right here. I will zoom on it on my stream for people watching here. If it's say number 2, then it will swap. Number 1, it has finished, it will not work. So this leak by means if you hit this one, you will swap places with it, wherever you are in the map.
Yeah. So you'll notice exactly where my panda stood. He stood there because there is that wall there. It stops Belladonna getting to me. It stops them being able to push me and move me around quite as easy. And we'll see that arm literally run up, kill the barrel, then attract me one. Oh, is he going to fail to kill the barrel? No. There we go.
Nope. Exactly as you predicted. Now, the thing not to do is to hit this camel because it's the only one within reach. Because sadly, shall we show an example of what happens?
No.
This is the preview. If you hit it, you swap places with it.
So please do not swap that thing. That's gonna trigger my panda.
Rewind the fight. No, this is a live. Unfortunately, Nando, it's a live stream.
Yeah.
We unfortunately cannot rewind it as much as we'd like to.
Yeah. So that's for the guys on my stream. So when you hit it, you would get swapped. Actually, it won't trigger it because it will be on the panda's turn. The effect would have died off by then.
Yes. That's why I stacked the explosive one. Now this one is annoying because he will. If there was no camel here, he would have push the panda out of the map. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Mm. The map is just so beautiful. I mean, look at her.
Let's
Just
zoom.
bouncing up in the air. Ah. Ah. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Okay, so even where I am now, it's not where I actually want to be. I want to be one more square over.
Oh. Oh, you mean, yeah, one behind you.
Yeah. So these,
Gotcha.
these two corridors, that's where I want to be using. And I do want to try and find a way to get to the Wallapopple. So if
Yes.
I block off that kind of
He
path
will
there,
have to run because he needs line of sight to hit.
yeah.
So he will make the effort and come to us. And he doesn't have enough MP to bother the Kraz anyway, which is good. Let's go, explosive arrow with that mega damage. Holy shit, was that 1700?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I put
No
one,
way.
I put one on myself as well.
Oh, thank goodness you clarified that. I would have slept tonight thinking I had the most OP cry ever.
Yeah. Okay,
Oh
so
boy.
the first one we definitely need to get rid of is going to be the Chameleax.
Yeah. I got a good feeling. Yeah. I got a feeling that I'll never know I'm happy. No. Got a good feeling, yeah.
There we go.
Yes. He has come to us, therefore he shall be treated exactly as expected. He will be met with the violence that we're used to delivering in this stream. The level of violence you can expect from Mr. Black at 4 AM when he's been bothered by me to do a guide on one dungeon and ends up doing 3 dungeons. 3 not only small dungeons, it's mega dungeons. Some of the hardest ones in game. As far as I'm concerned, they are some of the hardest ones at the moment. Natural dungeons, of course. Hello, Jess. Oof, even the Annie's getting in all the action.
She can have some fun when she wants to.
Yeah, what's that effect? Can you tell us about it? That sort of face of hers with number 1 in a purple background that she has on now.
Okay, so essentially that is almost like winding her up for her to start her second phase. So when she gets when that each time you kill a monster, it'll gain an extra stack. When it hits 3 stacks, then the next phase will start. It does change how many monsters you need to kill for if it's in like an 8-man team. It will always happen when all of the monsters are dead.
Yeah, and again, we see that she has cast that spell back, the leak by looking effect, which means if I hit the valley now, I will transpose and swap with it. So what will we do? Make that mistake? What do we think?
Yeah,
Oh,
go,
you see that?
go for it.
But it is gravitated, because you've gravitated it for us, haven't you?
I have.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much for that.
Are you hitting my panda?
Look! How was that? Whoa! Whoa. Sorry, I got a bit excited there, but holy hell, the damage. What is this damage? What the hell was that? Yeah, Eslex, if you gravity them, then that effect is pretty much useless. But you've got to gravity them in a way that doesn't also deal damage. Because of the way the spells work. The damage lands first, and then gravity is the second effect that happens. So you swap and then they're gravity, then it's useless. And as Mr. Black said very astutely a second ago, she's gained 3 stacks because there were 3 other mobs alongside her. And now that they're all dead, guess what? Next turn, she's coming to slap the heck out of us. And I, for one, am already shitting myself. So what we do in a preventative manner is start stacking up summons. Because she'll come down and sort of she'll deal damage to them. She gets distracted with them. And every hit that does not land on your team is a win. It's a big win for you. Look at that. She went for the Arachne.
It will notice she did also go for the panda here. So that black glyph, if I ended my turn now, I would die.
Insta-kill if you pass in there. So he has to extricate his way out of there. Oh! Nice, you've pushed yourself. That was clever. Now then. Her res are telling me we should... gravity does not work on her. That's one thing we forgot to mention.
Yeah,
Just like Helmina and many other dungeons, it's useless trying to gravity her. But what we can do is start the devouring stacks. And the other thing I realized is that she not only does she MP reduce, she also AP reduces, which is more annoying as far as I'm concerned than the MP. And the unhealable state.
So just got a question here. How many times have I done this dungeon? 10? As an estimate, I'd say 10.
If you go to Mr. Black's channel, you'll see a, what is it called? A score 200 Belladonna. There's some backstory to that. I've said it before and I'll repeat it now. He did it first try. We were in voice chat, having a conversation about the dungeon. I had done it before him. And I've explained how it works. He goes in there. Halfway through my explanations, he's finished it. Score 200 with achievements as well. Ah, she went for me this time. Minus 4 AP, minus 100 MP, unhealable, and she put me half health. Holy hell. And the thing with Belladonna as well that we forgot to mention is that she has a threshold as well. You can see her HP, the red bar, then becomes yellow. So once you put her half HP, she goes back to where she was, and there's a second wave of the same mobs you killed that come back. With a little twist. Do you want to tell us what the little twist is, Mr. Black, when they return?
So more damage, less resistance.
So they come back in that enraged state without the ability to jump. They still have it, but it's not happening every turn. So they have less resistance, but they deal a lot more damage. So the tank panda becomes really useful in that circumstance. Thank you very much, Sis Misman. Sorry, I'm sure I butchered your name. But thank you very much for the follow. Appreciate it. Whee! Look at that damage. Even after she completely destroyed me.
Good thing is, at least now devouring does heal.
Yes. But you won't, because you're in an unhealable state. I realized that my what is it called? Tactical mode. I have a special effect on it, so it looks completely different to yours. I've done that because I used to spend a lot of time in the Well of Dreams, and one of the bosses that is really tricky to get right if you don't have the right color scheme is Kimbo. Once the white cells are not the glyphs, then everything starts to look white and it gets really confusing. So I had to innovate and find some other ways of changing the color scheme so I can be able to not get one shot. Ah, yeah. It's a difficult word to say even in my language. What language is that, sis? Sis Missman. Sis Missman. Does that ring any bell, Mr. Black? Sis Missman.
No.
Is it Turkish? Missman. Or is it a tongue twister?
So
Montenegrin, wow.
nice.
Wow.
So one thing to note with when you do phase her, it's not just all the monsters come back. All the positions reset as well. So it is essentially like the fight starts again.
And everyone gets reset to their original starting position, so it doesn't matter if you're out in the field, somewhere in the middle exposed. You get brought back to where you started in the beginning.
Correct. Yeah.
Oh, 100% Gizm. I mean, who hasn't died 100 times in Kimbo? It's like a foundational experience. It's like something that everyone sort of goes through in order to realize, right, I need to up my game. This is that one dungeon that really kicks you up the teeth and sort of tells you need to step up your game if you want to be progressing further than this. Especially with a one-shot kind of mechanic, you can't take any risks. Oh, hello, Chess. Ah, she's playing. Do we have a Von on her, a brew?
We are.
So we can do her in one turn.
We are about to.
Ah, she does. Oops. Oh, nice, thank you.
Yeah.
You're joking. Dreams made me learn Kimbo mechanic even better. Dreams made me learn the game in general. They confront you with the reality of what the game looks like. You learn every mechanic whether you want it or not. Because their HP, their damage, everything is so disproportional that there's less room to make mistakes in that dungeon, in that kind of game mode. So as far as I'm concerned, every boss I know how to do well is one that I've done a lot in Dreams. And the ones I haven't engaged with a lot, I still don't know how to do them very well. And also the ones that aren't in the well of Dreams to begin with, I've also not done in real, in the rest of the game. We can speak French, sis, if you want. We can switch this stream into a French one, but it won't be popular with the chat. Mr. Black is already confused, as it is, with the lack of sleep. I don't want to start speaking French to him. He'll just...
Yeah, probably not going to be the wisest thing to do at the moment.
I agree. Yeah. Yes, I know you want to rummage my plate and destroy the leftovers, but you've got to wait. You gotta wait.
Okay, and it all starts again.
How do you mean, Gizm? No matter where we are. Damn right, Keith. These are private lessons for Mr. Black in French. Episode number 1. Bonjour. My name is La Tour Eiffel. What have we got here? Right, let's go back to tactical mode so we can do this right. Yeah, we need to kill this one ASAP. Let's gravity him. Have you guys noticed their res? They're all completely wrecked because they have that effect permanently once they come back.
Yeah. Yeah, the only one now that's an absolute must stay off is going to be the arm. Oh, there we go. That's the kind of risk they can give you.
You see what happens? But the good news is we will be able to one-turn that wall of pop if you bring him to us now, because his res are completely wrecked. Minus 60% chance, minus 58% neutral. You're absolutely right, Gizm. And pretty much everything that we know of the game that you've heard us today is from experience. You learn what the effect does just by getting it wrong. That's a foundational experience as well in Dofus if you're playing at high level stakes, like at big level dungeons. But also thank goodness for the offensive and the wiki type sites that make it really, really easy to understand the effects. Especially the offensive, I highly recommend it. Like, if you want to know the range of a spell, how often they can cast it, the element of attack, the offensive is the best website for that. And the graphics are just so on point. Love it. And the mariachi play at midnight. Are you with me?
There we go.
Are you with me? Oh, this is gonna hurt. That wall of poppy is gonna get it. It's sad I need to buff up.
The Ennie's,
Oh, I never used it for initiative. Oh, sorry, you were gonna say, Mr. Black?
the Ennie's taking some damage. Got 2,000 max now. Kraz got 2,300. And yeah, Dan, we are still going.
That DMG! Look at that DMG! These are 3 AP spells. Anybody who says Kraz are overrated does not know or have seen what we're doing in these dungeons with Kraz. Look at that, look at that. One turn. Hello. Boom. He's getting hella buffed that arm with vitality. So even with those vitality buffs, it doesn't matter. So what we say in Esslix, you use it to know the initiative order of bosses before you add them. I've never used it to that effect. How do you do that? How does it tell you the amount of initiative they have? And if so, how do you, like, if the higher up you go in dreams, the more initiative they have because they have more stats. How can you determine who's gonna start first or not? Completely clueless about that side of things. It's the first time I'm hearing it.
Oh, it's a nice shield for it. Right, he's gravitied.
Tune. Wow.
If you're doing a buff turn, would you mind doing a carrot?
Yeah. I'm not doing a buff turn, but I'll happily place a carrot out there. He's gravitated, isn't he?
He is.
So whenever there are gravities, despite having the leak by symbol with number 2, which means it is in effect this turn, you're meant to swap with it. And even if you use it, so when you place a spell on top of it to damage it, it still shows that you're going to swap, but you're not going to swap. It's a visual bug. It's a glitch. When they gravitate, it's not gonna happen. Just like we're seeing right now. Look at these spanking hot damage. Ooh la 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 la.
Oh, it's trying to work out what's going to be the next best damage, though. That's the problem.
Yes, 100%. You never want to add anything to play before Elisael, otherwise fight completely ruined. Yep, you've got to look them up a lot, and defensive just makes it so easy. It's a one-stop shop kind of thing. You go there, you get the stats, the boss, the initiative, the spells, the cast period, everything about the spells. And you can also get visuals. Did you know that, Sis? You can place the boss in the map and see the area of effect of every one of its spells, like as if you were playing it. You sort of get that brilliant experience that gives you better understanding of the spell itself and what it does. Right, we are approaching a crucial turning point.
Yeah.
Do you know which one I'm referring to, Mr. Black?
This is where she's going to come down.
That's not what I meant.
Oh, so what are you thinking about?
I was thinking about the next dungeon we're going to do after this one. Let's go!
Oh, no way. After this, it is almost 5 o'clock in the morning.
I'm only kidding, I'm pulling your leg hard.
so Eternal Conflict 8 loot. First with the special zombie, yeah? All in one.
Here. I'm going to venture a big guess right now. She's going to come for me or the Annie. The one with the lowest res, so the Crow. She's going to come for my Crow because it has less res than the Annie, and it's next to a Coward.
No,
Let's see. Let's test this hypothesis.
She is going to swap with the carrot next to the Annie.
Oh, you've seen Volka use it. He popularized that, I'm sure. It's just so good. It's one of those tools that if you're playing endgame content, you've got to know about it. Really? Let's see. So, who are you saying she's going to TP to?
It'll be the Any. Oh, she'll TP to the panda, run, and go for the carrot next to the Any.
Yeah. 1/2, and then she came for the cry. I was right. Let's go. And she will swap with the cow, get her AP reduced, and then hit the other summons and wreck me in the process. Her first hit slaps 30% erosion, which means couple that with the unhealable state, it just goes insane. You end up with 700 max HP and you can even heal yourself.
So I remember doing a Dreams Belladonna, and yeah, I think my Uganak by the end of it had 1 HP, and it was just the mask's shields keeping it alive.
Wow. Yo, Jim is in the house. Welcome to the chat. Right, what are we doing with her? Are we just going full DMG?
Let's snooker.
Hey, it sounds like you said snooker. Oh, let's pass with this one. I'm gonna try and pull her as far away from here as possible. But essentially, when you get to this stage of the fight, and you can see her health bar is going down to 0. There are no more thresholds. Once you get here, it's pretty much GG. You just have to get the kill and get it over with. And you've got to survive her absolutely horrendous damage.
She's gonna go for the other carrot. Or the panda. Oh, the crap.
Yeah. Just give us line of sight on you, please. Oop, 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 oop. And she heals herself with every bit of damage. That's mad. Minus 4 AP as well. Oof. Have you got any AP so we can get line of sight on her, or are we doomed for this turn?
Brother.
Yeah. Let's go! That's where I like her. Let's go. Are you sooling it? I'll let you pick that one up, Mr. Black.
Can you soul Belladonna? I know there's a lot of dungeons where they don't let you.
So, no. I don't think so. That was a hilarious one. I know you meant it. You did it on purpose. 1493. Chess, please. I'll take you out in a bit. I think she's dead, Mr. Black. I don't know about you. I don't see her last any longer than this. Oof. 3k HP. One more. Can the Annie get the kill with 7 AP? Strongest Annie in the game? No, rip.
Did she just fail to dodge my craft?
Yeah, she lost a few AP yeah, -2. You've got some agility in your items.
Yeah, she just failed to dodge my Any as well.
There's nothing unfair in PVM, it's all fair game. I mean, look at what she's been doing to us. Slapping everyone left and right. Any 168 HP. 800 max HP. The Kra 2000 max HP. This Kra 2000 max HP. This was a tank panda once in the day. Now look at it. Whoop. Let's go. Woof.
And GG,
That was a tough one.
Belladonna.
GG, well played. One lipstick. 27 minutes. That's what I call a speed run.
That's not too bad. But yeah, not too
That
bad.
is so true, Aslix. Ay. Calling me out like that in public.
But yeah, hopefully that helped you guys.
Thank you very much for staying with us, Mr. Black. It was a bloody 4-hour stream, man. Thank you.
Yeah. To be fair, streams with me are usually either 20 minutes or 6 hours, you know?
Yep, I agree.
They're one or the other.
No in between.
But,
Yep.
Alright, are we calling it there, mate?
I think so.
I think
yeah.
that's gonna
Thank
be
you very
about
much
it.
for staying with us.
You're
Yeah.
more
Do you want to
than
tell us
welcome.
what time it is there?
It is 5 a.m.
Thank you so much, my dude. We should do it again soon.
Since it's 5 a.m., everyone hit that follow button.
The guy has lost all sense of meaning.
Yeah.
Help him go to sleep.
So I think one more time we'll get the links and stuff up into the chat. Everyone get yourself onto them. It really does make such a difference.
Yeah.
If I post this, is it going to ban me?
Well, you've got 24 hours before you need to post it, but I don't know.
Let's see what it does.
Nope.
Sweet.
You're a mod in that chat. I think it gives you leeway. Great.
Yeah, true.
Thank you very much for watching, everyone.
Yeah.
I'm gonna move on to chat mode in my stream. Mr. Black is going to leave us.
Yeah.
And we will see him very, very soon again with another Dungeon Rusher type of event where we explain what we're doing and smash it live for you guys to see.
Alright. I'm off, guys. Thank you ever so much. And I will catch everyone in a bit.
Peace.
Bye.